Hey, I'm Kay, just a girl making ridiculously crazy builds in The Sims. Come check them out. Welcome back to another video. This build was designed by a child. Yep, a 7-year-old designed this and I just built it and called it Calming Shores because I didn't know what else to name it. So the 7-year-old also designed a family for this build called the Jewel family. They will be available for download as well on the gallery, on the gallery, however you want to say that. So this build is interesting. It comes with a stable with a statue of a horse in it and a tree house. Pretty cool. The main structure itself has a bunch of towers coming out of it. It's a pretty cool build. I'll have to give them that. It's got a lot going on. So let's take a look. Now, just a quick heads up, I've already changed some stuff, so the download will be slightly different. Like there are no stairs going up to the stable. I did that thinking it was cool, not realizing that horses can't use stairs. That's just ridiculous. Why can't a horse use a one step? That's just weird. So if you take the stairs away, the horse can still go up the elevated level, which is weird because it's still technically one step. Whatever. Some other things have been adjusted, like the stairs here, they have been changed. I'll get into that later on. Right now, we'll just take a walkthrough of the home. So there is a lot of modern, clean details going on here. The kitchen is very basic. You don't see anything. You're like, where's the fridge? Where's all this stuff? Well, it's on a back kitchen alleyway over here, just to keep it minimalistic looking and clean. There's not a lot going on. You can feel free to download it and add a bunch of your own stuff. That's cool. But for now, it is just a calm, clean home. So we just saw the mud room with the coat room, and in behind that was a powder room. We're going to come across to the other side here to where the office is. There is a door that goes out to its own little pillar out there, which is a Zen room. That's what I'm calling it. That's where when you're busy from work and you're like, I've had enough, I'm going to go meditate in my own little room. You can do that. Then you can come get a drink from the bar here and go in your little sitting room here and read a book and just relax. This is a very relaxing home. There's also a powder room that I didn't show you back behind there too, because it's too small to get the camera in. We're going to come back out here into the main area and shoot back here to the living room. So the living room, dining, kitchen is all open concept, small living room. But if you come out here to another pillar, we're going to call them pillars now instead of towers, is a sitting room. Look how nice that view is. Gorgeous. I would live here. I would totally live here. We're going to head back inside now and see the living room from a different view here. That fireplace works even though it's pushed in the wall just slightly. And we're going to come over here now and see what's through this door. So if you come out to tower pillar number 50, there is a dining room in there as well. So it's sort of like the breakfast room. That concludes the main level. Now we're going to come upstairs to the second level where there's bedrooms. So in here is just a small child's room, a teenager room. There's a sitting area. There's a window looking out to the front there. You could make that a door so it could be like a little Juliet balcony, or I guess it's an actual balcony because you could stand on it if you really wanted to. Anyway, down the hall here is a little dresser area and then the ensuite that's part of this bedroom here. We'll swing around there. So just your basic stuff, nothing fancy. We're going to come back down the hall and leave this room here and check out the other side. We're going to swing across here to the other side and go in the first door on the right. So in here is a laundry room that's catering for all the bedrooms, and then a full washroom back in here. And then across from that is a bedroom for another child here, just a small one. No powder room attached because we needed it separate, because I'm about to show you if we go out this door here, whoop, out here. This room over here in this pillar is actually a guest room. So they need access to that bathroom. So we've done that. But what a cool guest room. This lot would be good to put a little resort on here. Maybe I'll do that one time. Anyways, you can see here the exterior side of that, what I'll call teenager bedroom. And then over here is the playroom that's attached to the kids' room's balcony. And then from there, I thought it'd be cool if you could get to the treehouse from the playroom. So that was an afterthought. I originally built the treehouse separate, and then I was like, oh, we need some like bridges and towers and stuff. That's just cool. Anyway, the treehouse was fun to build. Just size up this tree, basically. All the other trees I had didn't work. This tree worked the best for sizing up and putting a treehouse in. I love that you can still see the tree inside it. That just worked out fantastic. Now we're heading into the master bedroom. It is on the 3rd floor, so you can access it from the 2 stairwells on either side, so they can go down to the one kid or they can go down to the other kid's room. They have options. And then up a ladder is where their master bathroom is, because why not? In the middle of the night, climb a ladder to go pee. That makes sense. Anyway, it's a huge bathroom and it looks cool up here, so we're keeping it. We're gonna swing outside now and then go down a level because you can access this hot tub room from the master suite. So they have their own private hot tub room. It's vented. You see I've got some ventilation going on in there. So technically it would work in real life, kind of, maybe. Anyway, it's a pretty cool build. I'll have to say that. It's got some interesting looks to it, but it's cool. So we're gonna actually take a look at the floor plan, just in case you didn't quite understand where things were. Everyone's brain works different, so let's take a look here. Now the tree is kind of in the way, but we'll work with it. So the very top level is that master bathroom. You come up the ladder to double sinks, a toilet, a tub, and double showers. Back down that ladder, we are in the master bedroom on the 3rd level, which you can access from the stairwells here. And there is a full balcony around the entire room, as well as a bridge over to the hot tub room on this level. We're gonna go ahead and go down the stairwell on either side here to the 2nd level, which is the children's bedrooms and guest room. So either side you can come down depending on what room you wanna access, and then of course the main stairwell down to the main floor. So over on the left here is that what we're calling teenager bedroom with a sitting area and the double doors to go out to the playroom that's hidden under the tree or off to the guest room over here. And then they have a back hall where they have their dresser space and full ensuite washroom in there. Now across on the other side is where we had the laundry room and then another full washroom that is accessible for the guest room that's out here, or for the 2nd bedroom for a child that doesn't actually exist in the Jewel family that was created. Just a heads up if you download them too. There is no other child for this room, so you're gonna have to make one up. Okay. Now we are going to go down the main staircase here to the 1st level, the main level. The entrance doors here to a big open space. Now I did change this staircase, so keep that in mind. I will show that later. It was not working for some weird reason. It let me build it, not in any special modes or anything, in regular build mode, and for some reason they wouldn't go down it. I tried all the tricks and it didn't work, so I changed it just so that when you download it, it works. Anyway, the main level, also I'm pointing at the section here, the curves, the new curves that they did, I kind of like them, I kind of don't. Because they're not actually curving. They're still jetting out. They don't curve nicely with the railings. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. It's fine. Anyway, we had the office over here with the meditation room and then the bar and sitting room in behind there on this side over here. And then across on the other side is where my fake garage is. That I've also updated, I'll show later on. I did put a wall here to block the view from the back kitchen just to make it a little more seamless. There's the mud room with the washer dryer for all the dirty stuff coming in the house because it's a very clean house. There is the coat room and another powder room in the front there. The back kitchen here is where the fridge is and microwave and things, and then the main kitchen just has the oven just to make it very clean in this area. So all of like the messy stuff is hidden from view. We have a large dining room in the middle here, right next to the Zen garden. And then off to the side is a small living room here. Not too big and crazy because of course there is a sitting room out in this little pillar area over here that you can sit in as well and view the beautiful sights of this lot or whatever lot you put this house on. There's also a back patio that you can come out to a garden section out here as well. Or you can go out the door that's hidden under the tree here that goes to the breakfast eating little room that's in behind here. We'll take a better look at that in a moment. We're actually now going to jump over to the tree house and take a look at that. So here's the roof of the tree house. It was a little interesting to kind of fit it in there, but I think it works and it's fine. So coming up into the treehouse through the door here, you can see the tree within it, which I thought was really cool because like that's the whole point of a treehouse. You're building it in the tree. Anyway, bunch of stuff in here, sitting areas, TV. There's a bunk bed, so your sim can actually sleep in here if you want them to. I did do one minor adjustment, which I will show you later because something wasn't working, but I'll get into that after. There's a little sitting space out here. And then originally I just had the one ladder here, but I did add the other one over here just so that they could access the playroom from a bridge here because that seemed just like you need to do it. Anyway, I put some posts over there just to make it look like it had like structural pieces to it, so it looked like it was a real thing. Anyway, we just saw the playroom there, which you can access from the bedroom here and go over there. Now we're going to take a look at some things that weren't working. So these pieces here I thought would work great. This stone road or whatever, because it looked like it was a driveway and it attached to the front here and sort of looked. But apparently, even though it's a stone road, your sim can't walk on it. It's just part of that fake set building stuff. I put it there because of this ledge. I thought, okay, it looked better like a driveway without that. Unfortunately, I had to remove them because the sim would not walk over them and could not access her bikes that are in the garage. So I thought, okay, well, I'll move this step here over here because she's going to be able to, step up. It's like a step. So I moved that over there to try that. Instead, I did adjust it later on so it wasn't a full step all the way across and it was just in the middle. Anyway, I had to do that so the sim could access the area of my fake garage. Another thing that I changed as well was the stable here. So it was kind of going up a step here, like I had a foundation going on here, like a platform sort of thing. Anyway, I had it as a step here and the horse couldn't go up it. Now I did sink it down in the ground a bit. I don't know if that helped, but they can still go over what is here right now with me taking the step away. So it still works. I can still have it look like this with the foundation step around, which is what I liked. So I'm glad that it sort of worked. Anyway, here goes our girl. She can get up there and she can get her bike. But I realized at this moment that I shouldn't have put the step all the way across this driveway because as you can see, she's going to ride her bike through the front door. She takes her bike and she's going to come out the front door here because that one only had one step in the middle. So I changed the other side and put the step just in the middle so that she wouldn't ride her bike in the house. Maybe she still will. Who cares? Here is just another view of the treehouse with the ladder set up. Now, I also think it would be cool if we removed the ladder that is going down to the grass, to the garden area, and you could only access the treehouse from the playroom. That would be kind of a cool idea also. But for this build, I just left it in. You can take it out if you want. And then it's just kind of a secret playhouse that you can only access if you are inside the house, which is cool. Now we're just going to take a look at one of the Sims going into the hot tub just to show you that they can access it and use it. So our Sim here is just climbing down from the treehouse, going through the playroom and around the balcony here. And then she is going to go up the stairs to the master suite. Up she goes. And then out the doors there and into the hot tub room, which already has clothes thrown on the floor. So that's fun. Anyways, in she goes. She's in there for like 2 seconds and then she's like, I'm done now. Because it's too hot in that room, probably. Anyway, it works. Your Sim can go in there and then they can come out and step on the sand that never gets mushy. So that's great. Now back to the treehouse here. I had an issue. The sim would not go up and sleep in the bed because I thought it was the couch there, but actually it ended up being this bookshelf. It was too close to the ladder. See, it's like touching the ladder at the end there. So I had to shove it back in the wall a little bit so that that green light wasn't touching. See right there, it's technically not touching the ladder anymore. That little arrow is, but that's fine. As long as the green box itself is not touching the ladder, you're good to go. And your sim can climb it with whatever is under there. So we fixed it. We're going to check here. Now we're just going to tell our sim here, I believe her name was Willa. This is Willa Jewel. We're going to tell her to take a nap up here and see if she will do that. So play. Let's go, Willa. There she goes. Perfect. It works now. No problems. Her dad is sitting on, we've named her dad Gerald. He's able to sit on that bench there, so that's fantastic. Also showing that the fireplace in the main living room does work, shoved into the wall slightly, and also that her dad, Gerald, can go meditate and leave his clothes everywhere. This is supposed to be a clean space, yet they throw their clothes everywhere. It's just rude. Right, I almost forgot to show you the stair fix. So they can't use the stairs the way they are right now. So like I'm telling him to go up there and he's like, no, I won't do it. So I had to change those. Unfortunately, this is what I had to do. I had to put sort of like a Zen garden in the middle here and then just have each staircase its own full staircase, and now he will use it. So before I had just a straight staircase going down to a platform and then other stairs attached to the platform, he would not use either of those staircases. I don't know why. It was open at the top. The bottom was working. Like, it let me do it in regular mode. Who knows? It's The Sims.